Coach, you had another great weekend of competition here. Your last, second and last tournament hosted here in Kingsville. Went 2-2. Overall thoughts from the weekend?
It was a good weekend. I thought we didn't come out and compete as hard as we could have against Colorado Mesa at the beginning. It was a better team than we had played the week before, and they jumped on us, and we didn't really have an answer for them. But overall, the girls did compete, and we had chances in a couple matches to, finish that and finish at a 3-2 loss or even a 3-2 win. But UTEP's pretty good. They got some big girls with some big arms, and they intimidated us, I think, a little bit at the beginning. But we hung with them in a few spots and had our chances in there, and ended up losing 3-2. But the rest of the weekend, Saturday, good weekend, finishing 2-0.
Now, you mentioned both Colorado Mesa and UTEP, the two losses from the weekend, having chances in those matches. And it's true, they both went basically down to the wire. Is it more frustrating knowing that you could have had the wins, or is it more sort of enlightening knowing, despite, the L on your record, your girls can't hang?
It was disappointing because I thought we could. I thought we had a chance to beat both of them. But the good thing about it is we learned. I learned what things we could do to be better to, in the future, be able to beat a team like Colorado Mesa or UTEP. It's just little things: better passing, running some faster offense, maybe optioning a little bit more than we have been. But there's a few things. It's a lot of good things moving forward that we can work on to help us better when we start playing some better teams.
And you did mention some things, improvement, the passing, the ball movement. How are those it from the weekend? You mentioned learning that from Friday. Is there anything you gleaned from the Saturday matches moving forward?
Well, again, I think a lot of it comes down to our passing. With us practicing in the wind down here, I was hoping our passing would be better because we practice in it all the time. At times we don't move our feet enough, and so we don't pass the ball as well as we should, which puts us out of system a little bit, which at that point puts us in a position where we're not getting our first ball kills and not attacking like we should. And when we did pass the ball well, we were pretty effective.
Head coach, you are headed up to Mary Hardin Baylor. Obviously, you have played them before, but 3 other opponents you haven't seen across 2 days of competition, 3 on Thursday, 1 on Friday. How do you feel overall heading into the weekend, and then, weekend if you count Thursday, and then these specific opponents?
Yeah, the only one we really know anything about is Mary Hardin Baylor, so we have video on them, so we can go back and look at that and see what we can do to maybe make it a little better than last time with a 3-2 win. I think there were some areas that we probably could have been better in that day to give us a 4-1 win or a 5-0 win, but they play really strong. The other 3 teams we don't know anything about. One's a D2, the other 2 are D3, so I feel confident that we're going to be able to hang with them or beat them, but you never know when you get there. Wind elements could make, change the whole outlook of the game. And so just going up there and just trying to compete as hard as we can.
Now, this is just a larger overall question because it's true of beach volleyball a lot of the time. How difficult is it to prepare for opponents when you don't have film? It's not entirely unique, but most other sports get film on most, if not all, of their opponents. What's the mindset going into a lot of matchups where you don't know what to expect?
Yeah, and every coach probably has different. Some people do get film on other teams. They'll reach out and try to get video on them. But I think we kind of look at warm-ups a little bit and kind of see what they're doing in warm-up and, say, hey, we're going to go after this one. And if things aren't working good, maybe we'll start serving the other one or something like that, or we'll serve them in the mid, right down the middle or something to see which one's going to make an effort for the ball a little bit more. You just have to go in and you hope at the beginning of the game it goes back and forth till you figure a few things out, and then you start making that, pushing your offense, and hopefully you dig in a few balls in defense to maybe widen that gap of the scoring a little bit. But sometimes it's just the beginning of the set one. You're just trying to figure the other team out.
Fair enough. Appreciate the time, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.